In Raid Shadow Legends, there is one particular thing that has grinded my gears, that has pissed me off more than anything else in this game. I'm not talking about the duplicate legendary system. I'm not even talking about the content creation program and all its fallacies. I'm actually talking about a core, fundamental part of the game that has really only been introduced in the last year, maybe 6 months to a year, right about that region. Now, I'm not the first person that's going to complain about this. There's been plenty of people that complained about this before, but I don't think anyone's actually gone out of their way to explain the reasoning. I've seen meme videos and jokes and etc., but I actually kind of want to make a logical argument today. Now, this is probably the most hyped screen for anybody in the game. Basically, this is where you go when you do your polls, okay? Everyone knows that if you know anything at all about me at all, I like shard polls. It's basically how I started. I do lots and lots of shard polls. I'm a dopamine addict. But here's the thing, okay? I know for a fact I'm not the only person like this, and I also know for a fact that this is the core blood of these mobile games. If you didn't have dopamine, if you didn't have excitement, basically gambling addiction, for a lack of a better word, in these games would not exist. I mean, they wouldn't pump out enough money to keep them going. So I understand all that. Here's where my argument starts, okay? My current issue with the game is that the game is designed to get you to pull shards. However, the events are designed to get you to not pull shards. And it is the most annoying thing in the game. Because as it currently stands in this game, whenever you get a shard, let's say you're doing a dungeon run or something, and admittedly, this is not a complaint about not getting enough shards. I actually think free to play, we get an okay amount of shards. Maybe Void Sacred's a little hard to get, whatever. Once we get the clan boss team down, they start to roll in. You get enough shards, okay? The problem is what we have to do with the shards. Now, I don't know about you guys, so I'm going to speak for myself, but right here, this is my favorite screen in the game. This is the favorite part of the game. This is what keeps me going. This is the most interesting for content. This part of the screen when I'm pulling shards is more or less the lifeblood of the game. If this screen didn't exist, Raid Shadow Legends would not be here. You can trust everything on that. I mean, this is half of their monetization, if not more than half of their monetization. This is their events. This is everything. This is also the reason that anybody who likes Raid for what it is, shard polling, also hates the game. Because, well, again, I'll speak for myself. This is why I like shard polling, and it's frustrating for me personally, okay? And before I get into this, everyone's going to say, damn, it's your fault. You don't get the fusions. You're the reason. All you had to do was save and all that. And yeah, you're right. All I had to do was save. I am going to miss every fusion because of myself. It is all 100% my fault that I didn't follow the core fundamental concept of the game to be able to be a free-to-play. My point is, in order to be able to do it the way that would allow me to do it, it ruins the game. I have to, in order to be able to complete these fusions effectively, not play the game until I get to play the game. The person who put this best was JGigs with his meme video called Raid Shadow Legends. It's basically a video where it's like you got a new piece of gear, but you can't level it yet because there's another event around the corner that you're going to need to level it on. But you can't do it on that event because you don't know if the one that's coming next is the Christmas fusion. You don't want to do it on the Christmas fusion though, because we got the New Year's event coming and you don't know, maybe there's going to be a New Year's fusion that got leaked. So it's the problem is you always have to prepare your resources for the what if, so you never get to live in the moment of the pose and getting something right when you get it, which in my opinion is the core of the game. Let's address another point I know again in the comments. It's that free-to-play can do fusions. Yes, they can. In fact, it's been proven free-to-play can do fusions because multiple content creators go out there. We have Cobrew, JGigs, Hell Hades, Scratch. I mean, we got tons of these people out there that do free-to-plays, and most of these content creators did quite a bit of the fusions. I'm actually one of the only people that doesn't do the fusions. However, let's think about it for a minute. The content creators who are completing this literally do this job. Right? I mean, they're playing a free-to-play as a job. They're doing it as efficiently as possible. Okay? It is literally maxed out efficiency. It is literally doing everything from years' perspective of knowledge and is literally doing it to make money and to showcase. That is the point of free-to-play series. Okay? We don't create free-to-play series for fun. At least I don't. I make them for content, okay? It's more fun playing free-to-play than it is on my main. That's 100% true for me right now. But it's definitely for content. I mean, most things we do on YouTube channels for content. It's not like we are editing for fun. We do it for you. So when we talk about the examples of lots of free-to-play people going out here completing these fusions, yeah, you can do it. You are factually correct. You can, in fact, do it if you would like to do what those people are doing, which is saving all their resources, having insider knowledge, preparing, and playing it as a job. If you do all those things and that's your version of a fun game, then absolutely you can quit the video here because my point is mute for you. However, if that doesn't sound like what you think the casual gaming experience is, let's go with my main point. As a person, a casual person who would like to be able to complete a fusion without spending hundreds of dollars, I'm talking about the average user. If you see an ancient shard in the market and you buy it, you cannot open it. If you get an ancient shard from your dungeons randomly and you're very excited from it, you cannot open it. If you get anything from your referrals, you cannot use them. If you get any books, okay, you cannot use them into clan versus clan, which is a whole nother point we haven't even gotten to. I'm talking about just fusions in particular right here. If you got any ancient shards from sacred shards, void shards, I mean, think about getting a sacred, very exciting. You cannot use them, okay? Now, let's say you get your fusions, you get just enough shards to complete the fusion, but you get the shards after the Summoning Rush event, you cannot use them. Okay, I mean, my whole point, you get my point here, which is you literally have to have from 5 through 8 enough. They do it first. It's the first event. You have to have the shards now. The champion chase is early, then it goes into the Summoning Rush. The champion chase does not double down with the Summoning Rush. They do that to stretch it out and make you have to have the resources on multiple different days. And it's unfortunate too, because then we double down and we also add, it's 20 fragments on each of these where the other ones are 5 and 10. And I know someone's going to say, but you can get 150 champion fragment points if you win them. Yeah, you're not going to be winning your event after level 50 if you're not somebody who's spending like lots of money. Just get over it. Okay, that's how this game works. And so if you think you're going to get 150 champion fragments, you're either extremely wealthy or very misinformed. Okay, so unfortunately for me, it's in the circumstance of this. This is where it really boils down to, is that for the average person, you're put in a position where if you get a shard, you have to now immediately decide, can I actually use the shard to play the game and enjoy the game, maybe get a new hero for me right now? Or do I have to wait for the potential of something that I don't even know exists yet? And unfortunately, the answer is almost always you have to wait for something that you don't know exists. And that's just not a feels-good way to go about playing the game. It's also not exciting because when you get something, you literally can't use it, so you're not excited to try to get something. Like when I pull my clan boss chest every day, I don't care, right? Because if I'm trying to do it efficiently, I got to pull it during the fusion. That's why I do everything when I get it. And I have way more fun pulling everything right when I get it. It's frustrating because I don't get to take part in these events with you guys for the people that are saving it. And for the people that are saving it, you get to have fun during the events. But the question for you is, does all the saving and hoarding you guys do in order to be able to do these events? And think about it, this is like a Void Legendary, right? This is a Void Legendary event. And this guy's trash, bro. I mean, like, can you imagine you saved all your time for this? You passed 2Xs, passed 10X. Let's imagine you passed the 10X with Sifi because of the fusion coming up, right? Then you get this garbage. So unfortunately for me, I think they almost push people into the negative side of their game themselves in mentality, because when they take away like the excitement from people when they get it. It's like they take away the moment that you get people hooked. Did you know that right when you open like some of your first shards, they're going to hit you with, when you get an epic or legendary, for the first time, they're going to hit you with the review score that says 1 to 5 stars, right? And if you click 1 star, it just goes away, because if you click 5 star, it actually opens up the app store where you review it, right? That's because they know they got you right in that moment of dopamine. They know they got you right at the right moment. You got to keep people in that moment. Okay, you got to keep people every day being able to open stuff. Just remove the champion chase, summon rush. Keep literally everything else. Literally everything else, spread the fragments out, remove the summon rush champion chase. I know you're going to take a huge hit in monetization, but it's better for everybody, okay? And then just sell shards during 2Xs. Just crank them out during the 2Xs. There you go, okay? And that way, we're not stuck having to wait shard after shard after shard after shard after shard waiting on an event just to get a trash vampire. Now, the thing is I know somebody out there is also going to say, DM, this is never going to happen. Yeah, you're right. It's never going to happen. None of this is ever going to happen. But it's goddamn annoying, honestly. And I cannot be the only person that feels this way.